Gentlemen, what's up? I hope we're doing well. Hope we're having an absolutely fantastic start today. And kind of funny today, actually, because I've just clocked over 500 miles in my car. Now, what's funny about that is I've had the car about, 4 or 5 months now. Got it literally the day of lockdown. And it's gone nowhere. Sat on the drive. And monumental 500 miles in 3 months. Crazy, crazy stuff. Now, what I wanted to talk today, actually, was about the relevance or the need right now to make sure that you are showing up in your market like no one else. And there is such a temptation that when things start going down, economies start contracting, that we start removing parts of processes, part of the business, and we start like reducing the value that we give to clients, customers, and all that sort of stuff over a sales journey with us. Big, massive case in point, me going to look at that new car in, it must have been about started looking December last year. And you walk around like a load of garages and you have a look at stuff at the dealerships and you see something you're like, man, this is kind of cool. Any chance you got a brochure? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, oh, good. Something I can go and have a look at when I get home. Something I can have a flick through. Something that I can see. Something I can touch. Something I can feel. And on 3 occasions at 3 different dealers, the guy went off and he goes to his computer. I'm only guessing he pulls up a PDF and then he clicks the print button and he prints off the brochure on A4 paper, then gets a staple, staples that to me and passes me a hand-printed copy of a brochure for a 35 to 40 grand vehicle. And I'm sat there thinking for a moment, I'm like, is this what things have really come to? Where the high-end glossy brochure for a high-ticket item is replaced by a computer printout. I'm like, really? Really? Is it that difficult? Is there that little margin in what you're doing that you can't even give me a glossy brochure that I can sit at, that I can feel excited about and all that sort of stuff? And it's kind of interesting actually, because right now, as the market is contracting, I see it over and over again, people are stopping doing important stuff as part of that sales journey. And one of those big things is showing up like no one else. And we have a principle here inside of the One Man Empire movement. In fact, if any of you guys have read The Orgasm Effect, what I wrote, when was that? 2 years ago, we talked about in there, concept of shock and awe, showing up like no one else. And I want to show you today what one of our members has sent me in the post as their shock and awe box. So this is what they send out to their customers or prospective customers with a quote. In other words, let's not beat around the bush. If you are sending quotes out right now, you're probably competing against 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 other people. And there is never been more of a need to make sure that you don't just show up in an inbox where someone can sit there and compare price for price. So this is what our fellowship member David is doing. Absolutely awesome. So this is what goes out with a quote. Now think about the impact that this would have if this landed on your desk with a quote for David's services. So have a look at this big massive box here right now. It's absolutely amazing. Now inside of this box you can open it up and there's all sorts of cool stuff. There's like a custom embroidered and printed t-shirt. We've got like notepads. We've got mints, face masks, bottles, more face masks, more mints, matchsticks, and all of this absolutely amazing things. Now, this box probably, 10 quid to put together? But how much more of an impact do you think this box is going to have than just David sending an email with the quote on? Yeah, Mercedes, we can do that workwear for you, just like everyone else. And here's an email with a quote on that you can print out at your own leisure. Or sending out all of this stuff in the post. How much difference do you think that makes? How much more chance of closing deals, closing sales do you think you could have if you took the time and took the effort to make sure that you were showing up like no one else in your marketplaces? There's one thing I can guarantee you right now. It doesn't matter whether you are selling printing, whether you are selling asbestos removal, whether you are selling, I don't know, dentistry. No one is go into the time, energy and effort to put boxes together like this to shock and awe the customers. Because I can tell you right now, as soon as this box lands at your prospect's feet, there's going to be a little gathering around their office and they're going to be like, huh, what the hell is that? Who sent you one of those? What's gone on in that box? And people are going to think you, my friend, are an absolute legend. They're going to think your business is like nothing else that they've ever seen. And more importantly, they are going to give you the order. So, gentlemen, today, I need you to consider that as this economy rapidly changes, you need to start adding more value rather than taking it away. Shock and awe boxes like this, an absolutely fantastic way to make sure that you are standing out while everyone else is standing still. This, my friend, is how you close more deals. This, my friends, is how you get more elasticity in your pricing. And this is exactly what the guys here inside of the fellowship are doing. And I would urge you to do the exact same thing. Show up like no one else has ever shown up at your prospect's doorstep ever before in the entire life that they've been doing business. Going to be epic.